Tonight,
last chance training, boys!
We're about to get smashed.
Shannan and Michelle pull out all the stops
Do you want it or not?
as the contestants fight it out
Contestants, it's time to weigh in.
to survive the yellow line.
I want to be here when my brother walks back in.
Plus, in the outback,
Things are a bit tougher out here, and I just didn't know how it'd go.
the unthinkable happens.
Arriving at Camp Biggest Loser today, I found the boys in the lounge room, and that was perfect for me. I had one hell of a hardcore session in store for them, and it was time for each one of my boys to man up. Hey, boys.
Shannan, how are you, mate?
So I wanted to see just the boys this morning.
That's it.
Each one of them has been plagued by injuries through their journey. Each session they give 100%, but undoubtedly sooner or later they find themselves sitting on the sideline looking in. Today, there was going to be no excuses. Today I've got a session that is designed specifically for you guys. So there's nothing in today's session that you won't be able to do. So I want to see what you've got. I'm going to throw everything. I've got it all three of you today. I don't want to hear any bitching. I don't want to hear any whinging, because I know how frustrating it's been for you guys being held back by your injuries. And the fact that you're all still here, to me, speaks volumes of the characters of the people you are. We ready?
Yep, you ready?
Let's go and get into it.
As soon as we walked into the yard, I noticed a fairly stocky-looking gentleman in the boxing ring down the back, and I just thought, all right, we're about to get smashed.
Boys, this is Paul Anderson, former New South Wales light heavyweight champion, and he's my boxing trainer. Has been for 4 or 5 years now, and still manages to make me throw up probably on a weekly basis. For you guys, this session is all about manning up. Dave, you're a father and you want your kids to look at you as a role model. Shannan, it's time for you to man up and step up to the challenge of marrying your fiancée. Up until this point, you haven't felt ready. Rick, you've got a baby on the way. Since I've known Paul, he's earned my respect, and I wanted him to come into the ring today and show the boys what hardcore training's all about.
I know Shannan spoke to you before about this. You must prepare the mind before the body takes control, okay? If you don't do that, you're gonna lose focus and you won't last and you'll quit. And in this game, you quit, you're out.
I had no hesitation that Paul and I were going to push their bodies to the limits, beyond anything that they've ever done here at Camp Biggest Loser. We wanted to see how long their minds would hang in there for. Right, boys, we're in the zone now. This is what you've been waiting for, boys. A chance to show us what you got, where your injuries aren't going to hold you back. We've got Paul in here, he's going to take you to the max today. Last chance training, boys. Last chance to knock every bit out of you. Let's go.
Our first circuit for the session was boxing with Paul, uppercuts with Shannan, and then I had to do seated weights. That was just a warm-up, and I'm already stuffed.
Punch in here when you can't even feel that, it's not even making a noise. Come on, dig deep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You hit it like a girl. You hit it like a girl.
Go.
You hit it like a girl.
Come on, hands up again. Hands up, go. Go. You can see your way out.
You find that inner warrior in yourself and that spirit that really drives you, and I found that and found that determination to keep going.
Come on, mate, hit me. Good boy.
You gotta be tough when you get out of here and be that man that's right
Now, sit up, go.
to ask Sarah to marry you.
When he brings up Sarah, my fiancée, it just really makes me realise one of the reasons that I'm here. I want to be a husband that's not going to have a wife that's worried that they're going to wake up next to somebody that's dead.
Ha! No matter what, that guts is not going to hold you back ever again, Shannan. Come on, show me. Doing crunches and having a medicine ball bounced off your stomach takes incredible focus. You need to keep your ab muscles switched on, and you need to pay attention each time that ball comes down. Is the line still 100 kilos?
Yes.
You gonna get there?
Yes.
No matter what?
No matter what.
Stay above the bloody yellow line this week then.
Yes.
Go! The line in the sand that Shannan drew for himself at 100 kilos would have always seemed like a pipe dream for him. Good boy. Now it's a reality. Come on, imagine Joey was here. Go, punch.
After about an hour of boxing, my hands were stuffed. They were tired. I couldn't keep my arms up any higher. My shoulders were aching, back was aching.
Dave, get over here and encourage him. He's got 100. You know what picks him. You never go up. You've got 100. Go. You get in his head for me. You tell him what it's like to be a dad. What does it take to be a dad?
It's a special moment, mate.
Well, what does it take?
Everything. It takes everything to be a dad.
Dave hasn't always been the father that he had wanted to be, and he wants Rick to reach his potential as a father. So we got him over to help me get Rick to dig deeper.
You're a role model, mate.
Nick, listen to these words. He knows what he's talking about. He's wasted part of his
You need to be
life.
there for your kids, mate. You don't want to be a bloody spectator and wait on the sidelines.
50.
Push it hard. Believe, mate. Believe.
I've got a child on the way. I'm nearly 21. You know, I've got to step up now or, you know, forever be living in a shadow.
4, 3,
Go. Well done, mate.
You know, I'm not going to quit. And compared to when I got here, I'm completely different.
Well done, mate. The whole idea of today's session was to find your potential. Did we find it?
Yeah, I gave it my best. Gave them all. When Shannan said that I need to step up and be a man because I got a baby on the way, yeah, he's dead on. I'm really looking forward to being a dad. You know, I can't wait. I can't wait to leave Camp Biggest Loser fit and healthy and, you know, go back to my life and be a dad.
Shannan, you ready to step up?
Definitely.
What's changed?
Everything. The whole mindset. The fact that I can now stand here. The fact that I can box for a minute with you. When I first arrived at Camp Biggest Loser, I would have quit at any opportunity. Now, I don't know what that word is.
Davey,
Shannan,
you made another promise to me today. You haven't let me down yet.
I made you a promise on day one, Shannan, that I wouldn't quit. And I stand here now honouring that promise. Standing in that ring today, I definitely feel tougher than when I arrived at Camp Biggest Loser, and that's from a mental perspective. I mean, it's all about mental toughness. Now I stand strong mentally and know that going forward, you know, I can do anything.
Boys, well done. Great session.
Thanks, mate.
Stand on those scales with no regrets. Paulie, you're the king, mate. Well done. Last chance training was done. And my final message was the same as it always is. Boys, stand on those scales with your head held high with no regrets. The effort that each one of those boys had put into today's session made me realise that there's no reason any one of them can't go on to be this series' biggest loser.
I took the 3 girls into the trophy room because I want to show them anything is possible here at Biggest Loser. So take a look, girls. There you are, Lisa.
There I am.
First girl, and a great number 2, and the only girl this year to hit the honour board.
I think there's definitely talk around the house that the girls need to get their names up there a little bit more. So everyone seeing my name up there might spur, you know, like Caitlin on a little bit more, and she might have that passion to want to get her name up there as well. And she has the potential. She just has to find it.
On that note, we're yet to have a female get up and win this show. A female Biggest Loser. I know both Shannan and myself would love to see a girl get up, and here it is, the opportunity for all 3 of you. So let's knock these boys off, huh?
Yeah.
Coming up, life after loser with Elise and Tania.
The old me could never have done a photo shoot like the one I did today.
Plus,
What are you doing, Joe? Do not give up.
last chance training, Commando style.
It's hot, is it? We could fry an egg here. What a load of crap.
Elise, you weigh 104.6 kilos. Tania, you weigh 97.4 kilos.
The old me could never have done a photo shoot like the one I did today.
Before coming on the show, I lacked self-confidence and I didn't believe in myself. I went through the motions of life and wasn't really comfortable being me.
The Biggest Loser has changed my life because not only have I lost the weight, I've also regained my confidence and just got back to being me.
Before The Biggest Loser, I used to wear a size 18 to 16 and I now wear a size 12.
Finale will be the pinnacle of an amazing life-changing journey and I just can't wait. Elise and I have always been best friends and we always will be best friends, but I think since losing the weight, it's been a lot more of a healthy relationship and we now are individuals and we're happy to be that way.
Heading into last chance training, I want to see the inner warrior in all of these 3 girls. They have got to bring it, because if there is going to be a female Biggest Loser, it will be one of those 3. On your mark, set and go. 30 seconds, nice and quick. These girls are all getting pretty fit. They're all getting very savvy when it comes to training. So I need to keep pulling out new things that are gonna push their buttons. Fight for it, prove it now! Ignore the I'd set up a circuit of 1-minute stations. Step jumps, shoulder press, push-ups, you name it. These girls were going to feel the heat. Right, this is where you're gonna find your inner warrior. Your inner warrior princess. Bring her out, girls. Now tell me, Caitlin, do you want it or not? Shout it out. I want it! Well, go get it, girl.
Michelle was riding Caitlin pretty much the whole session and just, intercepting occasionally with me and Phoebe, and I was very pleased that that's how the training session was going.
6. Come on, prove it to me. 5. How much do you want it? 4. You said you wanted it. 3. Get up, up. 2 more. Go. 1, 2. Good girl. Good girl. We moved across to the treadmill. Go. Good girl. Keep your weight out of those handlebars. 5, 4, 3. Go, Lise. 2, 1. Good girls. I had all 3 girls working on 30-second intervals. Phoebe, focused. Lisa, so on fire. Caitlin looked like she was about to burst into tears. Come on, you gotta find that strength. You gotta find it from somewhere.
I've started to feel lightheaded and sick. I felt like I was gonna faint.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, go! This was the moment that Caitlin could either choose to walk away or get back on that treadmill. This is her time. The statement that she will make to herself, to me, and to everybody else is huge. Go. Good girl, yeah! Good girl, Caitlin. Back on the horse. That's what I like to see. Great work, girl. Beautiful. Nothing's gonna beat you.
You could say that I found my inner warrior in that session. I came off the back of a treadmill, but, the whole time there I wasn't going to stop. I wasn't going to give up. I wanted to keep going until Michelle said to stop.
5, good girls. 4, yes. 3, 2, jump. Good work. Beautiful. Give me some love, Caitlin. Come on, you know it's there. Well done. Well done.
That's probably the hardest thing to do, is to get back on the wagon when you've fallen off. It can't make you very confident to know that you've got to get back on the treadmill and run at the same speed that you've just fallen off at. So power to her, because that was a really brave moment for her.
Do you know what you just did then? You just proved to me. You just fell off a treadmill and got back on and kept going. That's showing me that you've got that toughness. It is in there. That's what this is about, you girls, it's going to get tougher. You're gonna have to dig in, find that inner warrior, pull her out.
I know now that I do have the strength and the will and the determination to stay here as long as possible. I'm gonna go into each day as it comes and have no regrets at the end of each day, hopefully, and, that's as much as I can do.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey.
How you feeling?
Good.
Diet and nutrition is critical to everybody's weight loss journey, particularly when you're training so hard. I wanted to take the opportunity to grab Caitlin and talk her through her food diary. Breakfast, Special K, 1 cup. Cool. Skim milk, 1 cup. Soybean bread, 2 slices with some Vegemite. So salad at lunch, dinner, chicken, broccoli, cauliflower. I'm glad you're getting the broccoli in. That is good. All right, well, look, I'm happy. I think that this week is looking much better than last week.
Yeah. I think I am in control of my diet now, and it's easier for me to eat healthier now and to not even think about the old foods that I used to eat before.
Let's go, boys! Get up here, come on!
After the little taster I gave the boys yesterday, it was time to get down to serious business. Last chance training.
Hurry it up!
Just seeing those sand dunes, I absolutely hate sand, and I just had a gut feeling we were going to be training hard in, and I wasn't looking forward to it.
Let's get it up here. I hope you got a good night's rest, because today's session's going to be a killer.
See those sandbags? When I say go, you're going to run to the bottom of the hill, fill those sandbags. Yes, sir. Louder.
Yes, sir.
Go. Let's go, get down there, double time. Hurry it up.
I was going to test their endurance, their stamina, and their strength in the searing 40-degree heat.
Come on, this is the start of the training, boys. Let's get this done.
That sand's hot, and you're swinging on the end of a shovel trying to fill a sandbag. It takes the energy out of you.
All right, you have 2 sandbags each. Let's go up the hill and back. Let's go with your sandbags.
Working in sand, you do feel like you move slower than everywhere else. It's harder to move, it's harder to walk and run.
What are you stopping for, Joe?
I'm trying to get a bit of a run up the hill with 2 15-kilo sandbags, swallowing flies, the heat. I've got sweat pouring into my eyes, the Commando barking orders at me, and all I'm trying to do is just get to the top to get the job done.
Get on your feet. Grab your bags, back down the bottom, go.
Halfway through the training session, I could see that the boys weren't coping, but I had something else in store for them. The leopard crawl.
Your gut stays on the ground. You got that, Phil?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Up the hill, let's go. Push, Joe.
It's basically get on your guts and drag your sorry backside up to the top of the sand dune, and that sand's hot. This bloke's kidding himself if he thinks I'm going to drag myself all the way to the top of that sand dune.
You boys haven't been using your legs enough.
No, sir, not.
They're not just for running, are they, Phil?
No, sir, they're not.
No.
No, they're not.
What are you doing, Joe? Do not give up.
This bloke's just unreal. He's killing us, and you know, we're only second training session in, and yeah, I'm worried we got 5 weeks with him.
It's hot, is it?
Yeah, it's boiling, sir.
Really? It's that hot?
We could fry an egg here.
What a load of crap.
Phil was moaning and complaining. The sand's too hot. Too bad.
All right, you're going to do it on your toes and hands. It goes off the ground. Go!
Right,
Let's
sir.
go! In the push-up position.
They were on their hands and toes, and they took off like startled gazelles.
So why can you move that quickly like that, yet you can't on your stomach? Joe?
I've never really seen Joey lose it in the whole time we've been at Camp Biggest Loser, but I could see it brewing, and then when we got to the top of the hill, I could see the look on his face.
Give me a reason. Why?
They people get in my face.
Why do you hate people getting in your face?
Because I don't like it.
Yeah, and what do you normally do when people get in your face?
I quit. I got angry at Commando. I should have got angry at me training, and it just shows me there's still a lot of learning to do, and it's going to be good for me to be in here with Commando.
Just because you might get upset, I get in your face, whatever it is, channel it, focus it. My job is to return you to Camp Biggest Loser as machines. I want one of you in the final, yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you got that?
Yes, sir.
Have you got that?
Yes, sir.
Once I'd said my piece, I sent them on their way, back to camp. I've got another little surprise in store for them.
When we walked in the camp, I just wanted to lay me swag and go to bed.
Let's go, boys.
All right, that training session was all about testing your endurance, your stamina and your strength. With all that being said, it's not just about the training and the nutrition. It's about self-discipline. Let's go with me.
I did think to myself that surely he's not going to flog us again. I thought I can't do with another training session. I just won't make it.
Use your boots, Phil.
Thanks, sir.
Joe, make sure they're polished, they're clean. You'll find everything you need in that bag. Boot polish, razor, hair clippers. Clean boots, clean shaven, hair gone. Or the next time I see you. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Jesus, there goes, mate. You're out of your comfort zone here. You know, you don't know what's ahead, but that's what we've been dished, and that's what we've got to do.
Clean shaven. It's taken me years to grow this.
I know. I'm not one to give up. I'm not one to spit the dummy and just pack up and leave. It's just another part of the task here at Commando camp.
When we rolled into the weigh-in, it was totally different. Commando's definitely no Hayley Lewis. I know that for sure.
That's what I wanted to see. Good self-discipline. Clean shaven and crew cuts. An acceptable presentation. But I also want to see good results. It's your first weigh-in, away from Camp Biggest Loser. Joe, come on up.
Good luck, Joey.
I was just scared of the number I was going to pull on the scales, just because it's a bit of a change. We've been thrown out of a comfort zone and things are a bit tougher out here, and I just didn't know how I'd go.
Joe, last week you weighed in at 126.5 kilos. This week, you weighed in at 122.5 kilos. That's a total weight loss, 4 kilos. That's a weight loss percentage of 3.16%. You happy with those results?
No, not one bit.
That's 4 kilos. Doesn't meet your expectation?
Nah, no. I want at least 6.
Why?
Oh, I've been getting 6s most of the time, so that's what I want to keep getting.
You're going to have to train harder. You're going to have to ramp it up. You agree?
Certainly do.
Ramp up that training.
Yeah. For him to say, we're going to ramp things up, it made me excited because there's a lot of anger inside now and I'm not happy with that number and there's only one way to fix it and that's to train harder. And if I can let that anger out in me train, I'm going to be laughing the next weigh-in.
All right, Joe. Phil, your turn.
Right.
Before and after the 29-kilometre race, I'd loaded up a lot on carbs, so I knew my calories were up a bit. So I wasn't expecting any big numbers this week, but I was hoping for a couple of kilos.
Phil, last week you weighed 94.1 kilos. This week, you weigh 99 kilos. That's a total weight gain of 4.9 kilos.
Jesus Christ. It just shocked me. He put on 4.9 kilos. I just can't get my head around it.
Phil, that gives you a weight gain percentage of minus 5.21%. What happened?
Oh, sir, it's been a up and down week. You know, if I've got any excuses, I had to run in the 21K and I loaded up with a lot of carbs. Obviously, too many. And then I've come out of an environment into a new one and I know I've been eating more than what I was and, you know, my training's still been okay, but obviously it's in my diet. So that's shocking. It is absolutely shocking. To put that weight on, it's just heartbreaking. It really is. I've worked so hard to lose the weight I had lost, and to put that on is just, it's a savage blow for me. It really is.
Phil, you can't use being away from Camp Biggest Loser as your excuse. How much weight you lose is up to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to ramp it up. We're gonna have to push harder. You're going to have to dig deep within yourself, and you're going to have to find it within. You agree?
Definitely, sir. Yeah, definitely. I've definitely let it slip. There's no doubt I have. I mean, I can make all the excuses up, but I've let it slip.
All right, let's go.
Thank you, sir. I've really got my back up against the wall here now, and it's just such a shame because I was in such a great position coming in here.
Welcome to the weigh-in.
Has all the hard work paid off? The weigh-in is next.
Walking into weigh-in today, I was nervous. I feel like I've worked hard enough to stay above the yellow line this week, but I just didn't know what was going to happen.
I haven't given anyone a chance to vote me off yet, and that to me is amazing. So I was stressed that it was going to be me and under the yellow line.
It's just absolutely crazy to know that I'm part of the final 6 and hopefully going to be part of the final 5.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the weigh-in. Not long ago, there were 18 people standing in this room preparing to weigh in. Now, there are just 6. It's a credit to all of you that you've made it this far. But the fact is, we are only at the halfway mark of this competition. And if you're truly determined to continue on, then this is where it's going to show, right here on the scales. To stay safe, you must avoid falling below the yellow line. Well, on that note, let's find out just how committed you've all been this week. Contestants, it's time to weigh in. Phoebe, as you have immunity, you will be the first to weigh in. Phoebe, come on up.
Immunity is this lovely, cosy, warm, delicious blanket that is going to save me because it's a week I really need it.
Phoebe, last week you weighed 85 kilos. Your current weight is? $82.5 kilos. That gives you a loss of 2.5 kilos and gives you a total weight loss percentage of 2.94%. Well done.
I was super pleased when I saw 2.5 kilos come up. It's not a massive number, but that's cool. It doesn't matter because as long as it's a minus, I'm going to jump out of my skin every week.
Where do you think you were heading if you didn't come here?
Nowhere. I wasn't doing anything with my life. It's pretty sad at 19 when you don't have anything against your name or anything that you can be proud of or feel like you belong anywhere. Camp Biggest Loser has turned me in a complete 180.
What are the things that you can be proud of now?
I've run a half marathon, Hayley. Got less than 20 kilos to go to my goal weight. Next week I'm going to be in the 70s. I'm fitting into size 14 pants. I've made great friends. I'm just happy.
Thanks, Phoebe.
Thanks.
Phoebe has changed immensely. She's so happy within herself. It's lovely to see.
Next to weigh in will be Rick. Come on up.
This week's been pretty tough, but I'm feeling good, feeling confident. Came to Camp Biggest Loser wanting to get to 110. I'm now only 6.6 kilos away from my goal.
Rick, last week you weighed 116.6 kilos. Your current weight is? $111.1 kilos. That gives you a loss of 5.5 kilos and a total weight loss percentage of 4.72%. Congratulations. And that puts you in the first place. Rick, you've now lost over 61 kilos. How does that feel?
Feels pretty good. When I got here, I thought, I'll probably lose 62 kilos was my goal from start to finish in finale. To already have lost 61 is pretty crazy.
Do you now reset your goals?
I'd like to stay here until my brother returns. That's one thing I really want, and that's a goal that I have personally.
Have you missed him this week?
Yeah, I definitely miss my brother. I've never been apart from my brother more than a couple of weeks in my entire life. So I will miss him over 5 weeks, and we've always been close, so this is definitely going to make us even closer.
Thanks, Rick. You can step down.
I want to get to Final Four, and I want to be here when my brother walks back in. That's what I'm set at now, and that's one of my goals.
David, you're the next to weigh in. Come on up.
Thanks, Hayley. When Hayley called my name to get up on the scales, I was nervous as my legs started shaking. It was just probably the most nervous I've been. I watched Rick's number get posted and I just thought, oh, what number have I got in me?
David, last week you weighed 113.3 kilos. Your current weight is?
My goal weight is to be under 110 kilos. So anything over 3.3 kilos lost, I'd be extremely happy with.
107.8 kilos. That gives you a loss of 5.5 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 4.85% and puts you into first place. Well done.
Yes! Oh, that's a good feeling.
David, this is the happiest I've ever seen you.
Yeah, it's a happy day. It's a real happy day. I had a goal of coming to Camp Biggest Loser, and like Rick, I sort of set myself 110 kilos and see where I'm at. So to smash through that today, I'm over the moon. Can't stop shaking, I'm sorry. It's just such a good feeling.
Do you feel like a different person?
I feel totally different.
And are you confident that you'll never go back there?
Oh, absolutely, Hayley. You've got some concrete, I'll write it in concrete. I know what that person was all about, but you know, that person's dead. He's gone. You know, I've been reborn and I like the new me.
Thanks, David. You can step down.
Looking at the man that walked into Camp Biggest Loser at 165.6 kilos and looking the one today that is below 110 kilos, it's like chalk and cheese.
The next to weigh in is Lisa.
Last week I was the biggest loser and pulled a great number. This week I don't know if I'm going to be there.
Lisa, come on up.
I've really, really worked hard and my diet's been tight, so whether that's going to be enough, you just got to wait and see.
Wayne, you weigh 161.5 kilos.
That's great. I never would have taken a photo in the olden days, but now, new look, new image, it feels great to get in front of the cameras.
Okay.
This is the best I've looked in a real long time. It just feels great. So, before I came on Biggest Loser, my self-esteem was extremely low. Since I've been here now and lost that only 60 kilos, my whole confidence level is sky high.
And then
when I try on my old clothes now, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like half the size.
A slim, big difference. Amazing.
No more. I think the finale is the ultimate. That's the grand final day for us. And I just can't wait to get there with all the friends and just to see the changes that we've all made.
Lisa, last week you weighed 84.7 kilos. Your current weight is? $81.5 kilos. That gives you a loss of 3.2 kilos and a total weight loss percentage of 3.78% and puts you into third place. But seeing Phoebe has immunity, it does put you dangerously close to the yellow line.
I'm not going to have any regrets if I'm below the yellow line because I've done everything possible this week. But I thought 3.78, I knew that would mean I was relying on Caitlin and Shannan to have a bad week to keep me above.
Lisa, can you remember the last time you were 81 kilos?
The year I got married, Hayley. From now on until I get to 67, it's that year, you know.
Wow.
And I've put on such a huge amount of weight, so it's all good.
Does that surpass your expectations of where you thought you would be at this stage in the competition?
Yeah, to be honest, Hayley, I never even thought that I would last this long in the competition. And to achieve, 40 kilos while I've been here is just monumental.
How much do you think you still need to be here?
I still need to be here, Hayley. You know, I was not in my wedding dress and that was my first goal. So, you know, for other people it's like 110 and that's like there, whereas mine's still, you know, 11, 12 kilos away if I'm lucky. So I still really need to be here.
Thanks, Lisa. You can step down. Thanks, Hayley.
I don't want to go home yet because I don't want this journey to end. I want to go home in my wedding dress and not before. So for me, that's the ultimate. And to go home before then, I would feel that it was a little bit of a fail, and I don't want to do that here.
The next to weigh in is Shannan.
I'm pretty sure I was shaking. You know, I was petrified. I didn't know what to expect getting on those scales.
Shannan, to beat Rick and secure yourself another week at Camp Biggest Loser, you have to lose at least 7.5 kilos.
I just looked up at Rick and Dave. All three of us just laughed because there was no way I was losing 7.5 kilos.
Good luck, Shannan. No regrets.
I'm just not feeling it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be under that yellow line. I just think it's my time to have that poor week. It's happened to everybody else. It's bound to happen to me.
Shannan, last week you weighed 157.9 kilos. Your current weight is 150.6 kilos. That gives you a loss of 7.3 kilos.
I was in shock. I didn't know if I should scream, yell, cry, drop to my knees. I thought I had a bad week.
That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 4.62% and puts you into third place. Lisa, unfortunately, that does mean that you're below the yellow line and will be facing elimination. Shannan, you've lost over 63.5 kilos. You must be very proud.
Oh, I'm more than proud, Hayley. I don't even know the word to use, but I'm just over the moon. When I stumbled, waddled and sweated my way into Camp Biggest Loser, you know, I was embarrassed and 214 kilos. Now I get to stand up here as a 150.6 kilo man. I'm still a fat guy, but I'm on my way to not being as fat. Very excited to know that I'm going to see my fiancée at 150, possibly less, depending on how long I'm here for. And, you know, my mum is getting her son back, and can't ask for much more than that. I thank everyone at Biggest Loser so much because they've given me my life. They haven't given it back because I didn't really have one before, but they've given me one now.
Thanks, Shannan. You can step down.
Thanks, Hayley. I am so proud of what I've been able to achieve, but Caitlin's still got to come up, and she can beat me. And if she beats me, it's going to be me and Lisa under that yellow line.
Caitlin, to beat Shannan and stay above the yellow line, you need to lose at least 6.1 kilos. If you don't succeed, you'll be facing elimination alongside Lisa. Well, Caitlin, it's time to weigh in.
Good luck, Caitlin. Head up.
This week I know that I have worked it harder than what I have in any other week. Knowing that I got 5.9 kilos last week with the amount of work that I did and what I ate, you know, I know I've done more than that, so hopefully I'll be at least 6.5 kilos.
Caitlin, last week you weighed 131.5 kilos. Your current weight is
If I pull 6.1 kilos this week, then that means that Shannan will fall below the yellow line with Lisa.
Caitlin, last week you weighed 131.5 kilos. Your current weight is
All I kept thinking while standing there was, she's smashed it.
$126.9 kilos. That gives you a weight loss of 4.6 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss of 3.50%, and unfortunately, that pushes you below the yellow line and into 6th place. Caitlin, you will now be facing elimination alongside Lisa.
When I did realise that I had the lowest percentage, everything just came tumbling down around me.
Caitlin, what's going through your mind?
That I don't want to go home.
Still feel like you need to be here? You must be proud of the fact that you've lost over 50 kilos and you're at this point in the competition.
Yeah, that's good. But I wanted to make it the whole way. I wanted to get to my goal weight.
You could still get to your goal weight.
I was, nervous, upset, emotional, because if I do go home now, my goal weight is still, a long way off. I do have what it takes to, get to my goal weight, but, I've got to prove that to myself. I've got to prove it to myself that I can get there and that I can do it.
David, congratulations. You are this week's biggest loser.
Thanks, Hannah.
Caitlin and Lisa, the two of you are now facing elimination. For one of you, your time here at Camp Biggest Loser will be up. Girls, whether you stay on for another week at Camp Biggest Loser is entirely up to the other contestants. Soon, they'll be voting to send one of you home. Rick, David, Shannon and Phoebe, you have a very big decision to make. I'll leave you to think about it and I'll see you at elimination.
I'm hoping that I'm not going home, but you just never know. I fully respect that Caitlin has still got a long way to go and they may not see that I need to be here as much as her. So I'll respect their decisions and I won't hold any malice. We're all here to do one thing and that's lose weight. So I'm not going to take anything for granted.
7:30 tomorrow night.
I've got some convincing that I need to do.
Can loyalties be swayed?
Caitlin needs to be here. I don't know what to do.
At a nail-biting elimination.
I really just had to weigh up who poses a threat to me now and who poses a threat to me in the future.
And a world champion surfer.
The legendary Lane Beachley
drops by for a wet and wild training session.
I've done a bit of surfing before. I sucked at it then. I was going to probably suck at it now.